Listen to the article, then answer the questions. See how your answers compare to mine. Tiara Young Allen, a 29-year-old Houston woman and social media influencer, embarked on what was meant to be a memorable vacation with her friend to Dubai. Little did she know that her journey would take a nightmarish turn, resulting in her detention in a foreign land and facing the prospect of imprisonment. The ordeal began when Allen and her friend were involved in a car accident while driving a rental car. As they went to retrieve their belongings from the damaged vehicle, they were met with an unsettling surprise. The rental agency demanded an undisclosed sum of money in exchange for returning their possessions. An aggressive individual at the agency further intensified the situation, screaming at Allen as if she were a criminal. In her frustration, Allen raised her voice and stood up for herself. However, this simple act of defiance, which may seem commonplace in many parts of the world, turned out to be her undoing in Dubai. Unbeknownst to her, in this country, a woman's right to raise her voice is restricted, and such an action is considered a punishable offense, even leading to jail time. How can a place with such stringent laws claim to be a beacon of tourism and hospitality? As the days turned into weeks, Allen found herself languishing in detention, her passport seized, and her dreams of a memorable vacation shattered. The American woman, once a trucker who turned to social media, had become entangled in the legal system of a foreign nation, and her future hung in the balance. The case of Tiara Young Allen highlights the stark cultural differences between the Western world and the United Arab Emirates, UAE. While the UAE presents itself as a modern and thriving destination for tourism and business, beneath the surface lies a legal system heavily influenced by theocracy, where ancient customs still hold significant sway. This raises a critical question: how can we, as global citizens, navigate the boundaries between cultural respect and the protection of fundamental human rights? Allen's situation serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to be aware of the legal and cultural implications of our actions when traveling abroad. As a Westerner, it may be tempting to assume that our values and freedoms are universally accepted and protected. However, the reality is that countries like the UAE have distinct legal frameworks and societal norms, which may starkly contrast with our own. The onus is on us to educate ourselves about the countries we visit, their laws, and their customs, to avoid finding ourselves entangled in legal troubles. Moreover, the incident also raises concerns about the treatment of tourists in foreign countries. While travelers are expected to respect local laws and customs, should they also be subject to the same legal standards as citizens, especially when the transgressions are minor and unintentional? In recent years, Dubai has invested heavily in promoting its image as a global hub for tourism, business, and innovation. Tourists flock to the city, drawn by its iconic skyscrapers, luxurious shopping malls, and vibrant nightlife. But beneath the glittering facade, the reality for tourists like Allen can be far from glamorous. Tourism is undoubtedly a vital economic driver for Dubai, contributing significantly to its revenue. However, how can the city maintain its appeal as a tourist hotspot while ensuring the fair treatment of visitors and respecting their individual rights? Balancing these priorities is crucial for the UAE if it wants to build a reputation as a truly progressive and hospitable destination. As Allen's detention continues, the impact on her life and mental well-being cannot be ignored. Detention in a foreign country, away from family, friends, and familiar surroundings, can be an emotionally challenging experience. What steps should be taken to protect the well-being of detained individuals and ensure their rights are upheld during such incidents? The case also sheds light on the power dynamics in interactions with authorities and rental agencies. Alan's experience with an aggressive individual at the rental car agency raises concerns about how tourists can safeguard themselves against potential exploitation. Are there mechanisms in place to ensure transparency and fair treatment when dealing with service providers in foreign countries? As the story of Tierra Young Allen unfolds, it serves as a stark reminder that even in the age of globalization, our rights and freedoms are not universally guaranteed. While travel broadens the mind and fosters cross-cultural understanding, it also demands a heightened sense of awareness and respect for the laws and customs of the places we visit. In conclusion, the story of Tierra Young Allen's detention in Dubai is a cautionary tale, reminding us of the need to navigate cultural boundaries while preserving fundamental human rights. It raises questions about the responsibilities of tourists, the treatment of visitors in foreign lands, and the role of nations in upholding international standards of human rights. Ultimately, the incident serves as a call to action for travelers to educate themselves about the destinations they visit and for countries like the UAE to strike a balance between promoting tourism and safeguarding the rights and dignity of their guests. Only through open dialogue, mutual respect, and a commitment to justice can we create a world where every individual, regardless of their nationality, is treated fairly and with dignity wherever they may go. Here are the questions. Ready? Question: what led to Tierra Young Allen's detention in Dubai? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Tierra Young Allen's detention in Dubai was triggered by an altercation at a rental car agency, where she got upset and raised her voice when she was asked to pay an undisclosed amount of money to retrieve her belongings after a car accident. Question: how does the legal system in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, treat individuals who raise their voice in public, particularly females? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: in the UAE, raising one's voice in public, especially for females, is considered a punishable offense, and it can lead to jail time. Question: what impact does Tierra Young Allen's detention have on her well-being and emotions? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Tierra Young Allen's detention has left her feeling sad and scared, as she is far from home and uncertain about her future in a foreign country. Question: how can tourists avoid potential exploitation and conflicts with service providers in foreign countries? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: tourists can avoid potential exploitation and conflicts with service providers by being aware of their rights and responsibilities, understanding the local laws and customs of the country they visit, and maintaining respectful communication in any disputes. Question: opinionated: should countries like the UAE enforce strict laws against raising one's voice in public, even for minor disturbances? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: this is a matter of opinion and subject to different viewpoints. Some may argue that strict laws are necessary for maintaining order and preserving cultural norms, while others may believe that such laws infringe upon individual rights and freedoms. Listen to the article, then answer the questions. See how your answers compare to mine. Incredible! The Powerball jackpot has skyrocketed once again, reaching an unbelievable $1 billion. After the latest drawing, no lucky soul managed to snag the winning combination of 5, 8, 9, 17, 41, and the red-hot Powerball 2. Can you believe that? The pot was already estimated at a jaw-dropping $900 million, but now it's the third highest in the history of the U.S. Who will be the fortunate winner of this mind-boggling prize? Wednesday's drawing is drawing near, and the anticipation is building up. The question on everyone's mind is, will the jackpot continue to grow until it finds its rightful owner? Imagine winning $1 billion. That's more zeros than we can count. The lucky winner has the option to receive it in yearly increments or a hefty one-time lump sum of $516.8 million before taxes. Either way, that's enough to change lives forever. But let's not forget about the 3 fortunate folks who struck gold in the last drawing. They matched all 5 numbers plus the power play and bagged a sweet $2 million each. Can you picture yourself with that much cash in hand? It's like a dream come true. These winning tickets were sold in Arkansas, Georgia, and Texas. Congratulations to the lucky trio. And the luck doesn't stop there. 5 more people won a cool $1 million each by matching all 5 numbers. Can you imagine the joy of holding a $1 million ticket in your hands? The winning tickets were sold in Connecticut, Florida, Kentucky, New York, and Pennsylvania. What a thrilling feeling it must be to realize you're a millionaire. Now, let's talk about the odds. They say life is full of surprises, but so are the Powerball odds. With a staggering 1 in 292.2 million chance of winning, it might seem like an impossible feat, but hey, those odds are designed to build up those massive prizes that keep us all hooked. When there's so much at stake, it's no wonder people from 45 states, Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands join in on the fun. Just to put things in perspective, the largest Powerball jackpot to date was an astonishing $2.04 billion last November. Can you even fathom that amount of money? It's beyond our wildest dreams. That lucky winner must have felt like they won the lottery of life. Now, the jackpot hasn't been claimed since April 19th, and it's been 38 consecutive drawings without a grand prize winner. The tension is mounting as people all over the country clutch their tickets, hoping their lucky numbers will match. Will it be you this time? Imagine the excitement of hearing your numbers being called out on that fateful Wednesday night. Let's not forget the crucial decision the winner will have to make: yearly installments or a massive one-time payment. Each option has its appeal. Some might prefer to enjoy their newfound wealth over time, savoring every moment of financial freedom, while others might opt for the immediate riches, ready to live their best life right away. The Powerball frenzy has taken over the nation, and with good reason. People from all walks of life are buying tickets, hoping that a small piece of paper could change their destiny forever. It's incredible how a simple game can unite people and ignite hope in their hearts. So, what would you do with $1 billion? The possibilities are endless. You could travel the world, buy that dream house you've always wanted, or even help those in need. The power to make a difference in your life and the lives of others lies within those 6 little numbers on your ticket. As the days inch closer to the next drawing, excitement is building up. People are imagining what they would do if they became the next lucky winner. The thrill of not knowing is what keeps the Powerball alive and buzzing. In a world full of uncertainties, the Powerball provides a glimmer of hope. It's a chance to dream big, to believe in the extraordinary, and to believe that luck can smile on anyone, no matter their background or circumstances. So, grab your tickets, cross your fingers, and dream away. The Powerball jackpot is waiting for its rightful owner. Will it be you? We'll find out soon enough. Until then, let the anticipation and excitement continue to grow as the $1 billion jackpot beckons us all. Here are the questions. Ready? How much is the current Powerball jackpot estimated to be? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the current Powerball jackpot is estimated to be $1 billion. What were the winning numbers for the last Powerball drawing? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the winning numbers for the last Powerball drawing were 5, 8, 9, 17, 41, and the red Powerball number 2. Do you think the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are high or low? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: opinion: the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are low, given the probability is 1 in 292.2 million. How much did the 3 people who matched all 5 numbers plus the power play win? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the 3 people who matched all 5 numbers plus the power play won $2 million each. Why do you think many people are excited to play the Powerball despite the small chances of winning? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: many people are excited to play the Powerball because of the possibility of winning a life-changing amount of money, even though the odds are slim. Listen to the article, then answer the questions. See how your answers compare to mine. In a shocking turn of events, the stock prices of major telecom companies, with AT&T at the forefront, have taken a dramatic nosedive. Shares fell by a whopping 30% on Monday, sinking AT&T's stock to a 30-year low. The culprit behind this financial disaster? A damning investigation by the Wall Street Journal that recently came to light on July 9th. What exactly did this investigation uncover? Brace yourself for a hidden, looming danger that had not been previously reported: over 2,000 old lead cables scattered across the U.S. landscape. These cables, some buried, others submerged underwater or hanging overhead, are rapidly degrading, causing a disturbing leakage of lead into soil and groundwater. The consequences are far-reaching, with lead levels in sediment and soil exceeding safety recommendations set by the EPA at more than 4 dozen locations. To make matters worse, these hazardous cables can be found near schools, popular fishing spots, and even swimming areas. A separate report by the journal estimates that the cleanup cost for this environmental disaster could amount to a jaw-dropping $59 billion. Yes, you read that right, billion. This looming cleanup cost has sent shockwaves through the stock market, causing telecom stocks to plummet. Not just AT&T, but other companies like Verizon, Frontier Communications, and Lumen Technologies are feeling the sting of this investigation's fallout. Experts and analysts at financial giants like J.P. Morgan and Citigroup have downgraded AT&T's stock, and the uncertainty surrounding the situation has them on edge. David Heeger, an analyst from Edward Jones, candidly expresses his concern: "We are uncertain if remediation measures could be required by environmental regulators and whether health concerns could cause sizable litigation liabilities." It's no wonder telecom stocks are sinking like stones. As news of this environmental calamity spreads like wildfire, lawmakers are taking a keen interest in the matter. Senator Ed Markey from Massachusetts is leading the charge, demanding more information from the lobby group U.S. Telecom about the extent of the problem. In his letter to U.S. Telecom, he asks the tough questions: why have the companies that knew about the cables and the potential exposure risks they pose failed to monitor them or act? Markey is demanding answers by July 25, and rightfully so. Amidst all this turmoil, AT&T has been quick to refute the journal's claims. They dismissed the story as flawed, asserting that the newspaper's testing methods were far from accurate. In a statement, AT&T asserts, "The scientific literature and reliable studies in the U.S. and abroad give no reason to believe that these cables pose a public health issue or a risk to workers when appropriate safety measures are in place." U.S. Telecom echoes the sentiment, declaring that there's no concrete evidence suggesting that the cables pose a risk to public health. But can we afford to be complacent? The evidence presented by the journal raises legitimate concerns about the potential health hazards lurking beneath our feet. Lead contamination is no trivial matter. It can cause irreversible damage to the environment and human health. Are we willing to take the risk and ignore the possibility of dire consequences? One can't help but wonder if the companies involved were aware of the deteriorating condition of these lead cables all along. If so, why haven't they taken swift action to address this ticking time bomb? The implications of this negligence are too grave to ignore. What's even more troubling is that these hazardous cables were found near places frequented by families, children, and nature enthusiasts. Shouldn't protecting our communities be a top priority? The financial ramifications of this crisis are immense, with the potential for litigation costs looming on the horizon. Who will bear the brunt of this staggering cleanup expense? Will it be the telecom companies who claim innocence, or will taxpayers and consumers be forced to foot the bill? This is a matter that deserves utmost transparency and accountability. It's time for telecom companies and lawmakers to collaborate in earnest to find a solution to this environmental time bomb. We cannot afford to sweep this under the rug, hoping it will magically disappear. The longer we delay action, the more extensive the damage will be, both financially and environmentally. In the end, it boils down to our collective responsibility to safeguard our planet and the well-being of our communities. The lead cable debacle is a stark reminder that we must never compromise when it comes to protecting our environment and the health of our loved ones. It's time for a wake-up call and a call to action. Let's demand accountability, demand answers, and demand change. Our future depends on it. Here are the questions. Ready? Question: what caused the plunging stock prices of telecom companies like AT&T? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the stock prices of telecom companies, including AT&T, fell due to a damning investigation by the Wall Street Journal that revealed the dangers posed by abandoned lead cables across the U.S. Question: how many old lead cables were discovered through the investigation? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the investigation found over 2,000 old lead cables, some buried, some underwater, and some overhead, that are degrading and leaching lead into soil and groundwater. Question: what do some analysts fear about the potential consequences of the lead cable issue? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: some analysts fear that the lead cable problem could lead to costly cleanup measures required by environmental regulators and potential litigation liabilities due to health concerns. Question: what did Senator Ed Markey demand in response to the lead cable investigation? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Senator Ed Markey demanded more information from the lobby group U.S. Telecom about the extent of the lead cable problem and questioned why companies failed to monitor or act on the potential exposure risks. Question: do you think telecom companies should take immediate action to address the lead cable issue? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: opinion-based answer: yes. It is crucial for telecom companies to take immediate action to address the lead cable issue in order to protect public health, the environment, and ensure accountability for their responsibilities. Listen to the article, then answer the questions. See how your answers compare to mine. In a recent development, former President Donald Trump disclosed that he has been identified as a target in the Justice Department's investigation into efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. This revelation came after Trump received a letter from Special Counsel Jack Smith on Sunday, marking the second time he has been designated as a target. The investigation centers on events surrounding the January 6 Capitol riot, and many are wondering what charges Trump might face. According to reports, the letter Trump received indicates that another indictment could be imminent, but the specific charges remain uncertain. Legal experts have pondered the possibility of Trump facing allegations of attempted corrupt obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy to defraud the government. These are serious allegations, and their potential implications for the former president are significant. One of the main points of concern in the investigation revolves around whether Trump played a role in inciting or assisting an insurrection. The House panel, responsible for investigating the January 6 events, recommended that Trump be charged with this offense, along with obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress and conspiracy to make false statements. The timeline of events leading up to the January 6 Capitol riot is under scrutiny. Did Trump's actions and rhetoric at the time contribute to the escalation of tensions that ultimately led to the storming of the Capitol? This question remains at the forefront of the investigation and raises concerns about accountability for those in positions of power. Trump's repeated characterization of the investigation as a witch hunt and a complete and total political weaponization of law enforcement has stirred controversy. While it's not uncommon for public figures facing legal scrutiny to protest their innocence, such strong assertions beg the question: is there any merit to Trump's claims, or are they simply an attempt to undermine the credibility of the investigation? The former president's assertion that he was given a mere 4 days to report to the grand jury has also fueled discussions. Is the short notice a common practice, or is there any reason for concern about potential selective treatment? The possibility of charges related to Trump's handling of classified material and alleged obstruction of document recovery adds another layer of complexity to the investigation. How will this aspect of the inquiry impact the overall case against him? In light of the ongoing investigation, one cannot overlook the significance of Trump's absence from the pretrial hearing in Florida. Instead, he chose to participate in a town hall event with Fox News' Sean Hannity in Iowa. Is this a strategic move on his part, or does it raise questions about his willingness to engage with the legal process? As the investigation unfolds, the public remains divided in its opinions about Trump's culpability. Supporters argue that he has been unfairly targeted due to political motivations, while critics maintain that accountability is essential, regardless of one's position in society. This divide raises broader questions about the role of law enforcement in investigating high-profile figures and the potential consequences for democracy when such investigations occur. The implications of this investigation are far-reaching and go beyond the personal fate of Donald Trump. The scrutiny surrounding the 2020 election and its aftermath has exposed fractures in American society. How can the nation heal and move forward when trust in the democratic process has been eroded? Moreover, the investigation raises concerns about the appropriate use of law enforcement and its potential exploitation for political purposes. Are these concerns warranted, and what safeguards can be put in place to ensure the integrity of investigations into public figures? While the investigation continues, it is essential to remember that the pursuit of truth and justice should be the primary goal. The American people deserve transparency and accountability, regardless of one's political affiliation. How can society strike the right balance between ensuring justice and avoiding undue polarization? In conclusion, the revelation that former President Trump is a target of the Justice Department's investigation into the efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election has ignited intense discussions. The potential charges, the timeline of events, Trump's claims, and the broader implications all merit careful consideration. As the investigation progresses, society faces the challenge of maintaining trust in its institutions while preserving the principles of accountability and justice. The path forward is not easy, but it is crucial for the health and well-being of the nation. The outcome of this investigation will undoubtedly shape the course of American politics and democracy for years to come. Here are the questions. Ready? Question: what is the main focus of the investigation by the Justice Department? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the main focus of the investigation is the efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Question: how many times has former President Trump received a letter as a target in the investigation? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: Trump has received 2 letters as a target in the investigation. Question: in the article, what possible charges are mentioned that Trump could face? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the article mentions possible charges of attempted corrupt obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy to defraud the government. Question: do you think Trump's claims of the investigation being a witch hunt hold any merit? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: opinion may vary, but some people might believe that Trump's claims are an attempt to undermine the credibility of the investigation. Question: in your opinion, is it important for the nation to find the truth and hold public figures accountable, regardless of their political affiliation? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: yes, it is crucial for the nation to seek the truth and hold public figures accountable to maintain transparency and justice in the democratic process. Listen to the article, then answer the questions. See how your answers compare to mine. In a concerning turn of events, a U.S. soldier finds himself in North Korean custody after crossing the border without authorization during an organized tour of the Joint Security Area, JSA, at the demilitarized zone separating North and South Korea. The incident, reported by the United Nations on Tuesday, has added fuel to the already simmering tensions between the U.S. and Pyongyang. According to South Korean media and anonymous U.S. officials, the soldier had been identified as a U.S. Army private. They assert that this was not an accidental slip, but a deliberate decision on the part of the service member. The soldier's failure to catch his flight home to the U.S. has raised speculation, but the exact reasons behind it remain unknown. Tours of the JSA have been operating for decades, allowing tourists to witness firsthand the tense atmosphere in the region. However, this incident serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved, leading the State Department to issue a warning against U.S. nationals entering North Korea, citing the case of Otto Warmbier, an American student detained in 2017, whose tragic coma-induced death shook the world. As the world awaits further updates on the soldiers' situation, the question arises, what could be the potential consequences of this incident on the already fragile relationship between the US and North Korea? Will it lead to escalated tensions or open channels for diplomatic dialogue? With tensions already running high, the arrival of the USS Kentucky, a nuclear-powered submarine, at a South Korean naval base for a scheduled visit further reinforces the US's commitment to supporting the Republic of Korea. However, it also raises questions about how North Korea will respond to such displays of military strength. One cannot help but wonder about the soldiers' motives for crossing the border. Was it a personal decision or part of a larger agenda? Are there any underlying issues within the U.S. Army or the individual's personal life that may have contributed to this event? In light of this incident, it is crucial to re-evaluate the existing policy on tours of the JSA and ensure the safety of U.S. nationals. Should the tours continue, or should more stringent measures be put in place to prevent such incidents in the future? Moreover, this incident may serve as a test for the United Nations Command and its relationship with North Korea's Korean People's Army, KPA. How will they handle this delicate situation? Will it pave the way for more open communication and cooperation between the two parties or further isolate North Korea from the international community? The State Department's advisory warns against entering North Korea, but will this incident prompt the U.S. government to take additional measures to protect its citizens abroad? What steps can be taken to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future? This diplomatic incident also highlights the complexities of the North Korean regime and its approach to handling foreign nationals. How will North Korea respond to diplomatic negotiations from the U.S., and what will be their demands for the soldiers' release? It is essential to keep a close eye on how the international community reacts to this incident. Will other countries come forward with support for the U.S. and condemnation for North Korea's actions, or will they remain silent on the matter? As the situation unfolds, one cannot ignore the potential impact this incident may have on the broader geopolitical landscape. Will it affect the ongoing denuclearization talks between the U.S. and North Korea? Could it lead to a further deterioration in U.S.-China relations, considering China's historical ties with North Korea? Above all, this incident emphasizes the importance of dialogue and understanding in resolving international disputes. Diplomacy must remain at the forefront to prevent such incidents from escalating into full-blown crises. As the world waits for more updates and the safe return of the detained soldier, we can only hope that this incident serves as a wake-up call for all parties involved. In the face of uncertainty, a peaceful resolution must be pursued, and a commitment to open communication and cooperation must prevail. In conclusion, the detention of a U.S. soldier in North Korea has brought new tensions to the already fraught relationship between the two countries. As questions abound about the soldier's motives, the effectiveness of existing policies, and the response from the international community, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of diplomacy and peaceful resolution in navigating such diplomatic incidents. Here are the questions. Ready? Question: what led to the U.S. soldier's detention in North Korea? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the U.S. soldier was detained in North Korea after crossing the border without authorization during a tour of the Joint Security Area. Question: how do U.S. officials perceive the soldier's actions? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: U.S. officials believe that the soldiers crossing into North Korea was a deliberate decision, as reported by The Washington Post and CNN. Question: what is the State Department's advisory for U.S. nationals regarding North Korea? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the State Department advises U.S. nationals against entering North Korea due to the risk of detention, a policy implemented after the tragic case of Otto Warmbier in 2017. Question: how does the incident impact the relationship between the U.S. and North Korea? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: the incident adds to the already tense relations between the U.S. and North Korea, with potential implications for diplomatic talks and international dynamics. Question: should tours of the joint security area continue despite the risks involved? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: this is a subjective matter that may require a careful reassessment of safety measures and potential diplomatic implications before making a decision. Question: how should the international community respond to North Korea's actions in this incident? Answer in 3, 2, 1. Answer: responses from the international community should be measured and diplomatic, encouraging dialogue while ensuring the safety and release of the detained soldier.